Well, hello everyone, it's Liam Caddison here. It's time for more Heartstopper with episode number 5 of season 3. So yeah, it was just really incredible stuff. Well, with us being in the second half of things now with this season, I mean, this season has just been really spectacular. I feel like, I don't know, especially with the amount of times I have been emotional, but also just storytelling as well. It is shaping up to probably be my favourite season of Heartstopper. Especially with the last episode in mind, because I did refer to that last episode as possibly one of the best episodes of Heartstopper entirely, especially with how we were following, I guess, Charlie's journey through an outside perspective from Nick, of course, and how Nick himself is dealing with all of this, of course. But also Charlie, obviously, with the fact that he was that he managed to get himself into a clinic. But with us dealing with a little bit of a time skip, I felt like, especially when you've got like half an hour to work episode 4 with and all of that. There didn't have, and you're telling two different kind of perspectives as well. It didn't feel rushed. It didn't feel janky or anything like that. It was just beautifully done, but it also maintained that message that this is not going to be a quick fix and all of that. There is progression, and Charlie, as he said himself, is out of the deep end, but it's still an ongoing situation, and it was just really, really well done. So I really enjoyed that last episode. Like I said, probably one of the best of the entire lot of Heartstopper. It was just really, really well done. So yeah, why don't we get into this episode? This is episode number 5 of season 3 for Heartstopper. Let's go. Look, it's like 7 in the morning. If she's gonna cuddle up to Charlie or whatever, it's too early to cry. Oh my god.
I hope I get good mental health.
I hope I get a mum who can regulate her emotions.
I hope I get grandparents who don't comment on my weight.
Oh heck yeah.
I hope Dad remembers to properly season the turkey.
He's never going to let this... No, he won't. He won't. Ferrari have a better chance of winning a world championship within the next couple of years. I feel so bad for the dad. They've got a new dog! Meet Henry! Oh!
I think you and Nelly are going to be best friends.
Yes, Nelly's got a bestie.
Yeah? Good boy.
Oh. Merry Christmas.
What did you get?
I got loads of tractors. What did you get for Christmas?
I got some socks, some shoes.
PlayStation. Did he get a PlayStation? Oh, I would have some gravy on those, like Yorkies and roasties.
She's offering you one.
It boys are the absolute worst. Just hope this one turns out better.
He might not end up being straight.
Really? You're so right. Charlie, when did you realise you were gay?
Don't say that about Charlie.
I mean, I get it. Right? He wants attention. He stops eating.
Piss
you have
off.
to be the hero who saves the day.
Can you just shut the fuck up?
Gag him! Gag this prick! It's like he didn't learn from last season's humbling, right?
Strong muscles to help me move the table.
Darcy, just...
Come on.
I'm coming.
Slaying.
Wait, glasses.
Oh my god. Oh heck! Oh, we closed the door.
Christmas would be like in a place like that.
We decorated it for Christmas. It was really helpful, actually, so...
Oh, yeah, of course. You just hear horror stories, don't you?
You're not
White
helping.
Walls, straight jackets.
You're not helping.
Not for a couple of hours. How about a snack? Yeah? Is there a snack on your
I
menu?
don't want to
no.
pestering about food right now.
Charlie,
yeah.
why don't we just go and play Mario Kart or something? I know Oliver wanted to play with
I'm just aware that today's been a very difficult day for
Tori's
you,
trying to
Charlie.
help.
You spend all your time with Nick anyway.
Because he treats me as something other than mentally ill.
Oh,
I do too.
I was gonna say, like, Tori's trying to. Oh,
Sorry.
I mean, yeah, it's so overwhelming for Charlie at the minute. Oh goodness! Oh, she hasn't met
Merry Christmas.
Charlie.
You coming in? We don't bite, promise.
Wow. Okay. Doctor Who! They're watching Doctor Who! They're watching Runaway Bride! Donna's first episode! Oh my god! Yeah, last episode I was raving so much, although that's a lot more obscure, with Sonic Heroes in the background. And now they're watching Doctor Who. The Runaway Bride, to be specific. It's a good choice for a Christmas episode. As long as they don't watch Time of the Doctor, because I would just be like, I can't do this again. I don't want to watch Matt go again. Yeah. Oh, are they gonna... Wait a second. What are they gonna be like when they watch the Star Beast? Potentially. And even the Giggle. Because Yasmin's in that. Yeah, I mean, to be fair, it's this whole argument again about, okay, well, what's Nick thinking when he's watching Marvel and he sees Peggy Carter, etc. But it's a lot more complicated. You can't, you know, throw, oh, it's a multiverse, they'll just use someone else to play Peggy. You can't do that with Doctor Who, can you? Because it's not multiversal, I guess. Ish.
Your dad is family.
And he's not
I think
showing
family are
up.
the people who actually give a shit.
Merry
God.
Christmas.
Oh, God.
All the time. Did you know that?
I get that you're scared of being a burden. We just want to be there for you.
I feel like he's got two of the most comforting voices
let
on
us.
either side.
And not just say that you're fine when you're not.
Unless you also want to do things. I mean, I think about it, like, all the time. Not all the time.
Oh,
A
God,
respectful
Tao.
amount of time that one thinks about one's girlfriend in that way. I'm just going to stop
Tao.
talking.
I also want to do things.
Oh,
Made me feel
well.
like my body wasn't my body. Like I wasn't there at all.
Oh.
I'm sorry.
Don't be sorry. I love everything about you. And whatever you want
Tao.
to do or not do, it's okay. I still want to be with you.
Still his girlfriend. Still amazing, still, yeah.
You do know you can be my taxi driver from now on, don't you?
Oh, shit, yeah.
Lucky
You
me.
passed. Ah! Love it. This is great.
So my art keeps going like viral.
Oh my, 20k now! Look at Elle go!
How I feel for a bit.
Yeah, you don't need to rush to come out as anything.
No.
Just chill and, like, have fun with it.
Sometimes it can even take years to realise.
Thank you very much.
Like me, thought I was bisexual, actually pansexual, and you know, it's an ever-going process, isn't it?
Hello.
Put the camera away, come to the dance floor. Just so intense between these two, right? Holy dang.
I'm gonna get a drink.
Oh.
You trust him,
and he loves you, and if anything goes wrong,
I'm sure he'll understand.
I'll be here for you, and he'll be there for you.
Exactly.
I know he will.
I mean, you had that talk and how understanding he was. So if anything does happen, I'm sure he'll be understandable again.
The only person I care about is you.
Nick's there as well.
It won't be true forever.
We'll see.
Almost midnight. Make sure you got someone to kiss.
Oh, not this dick. This dick's still here.
And he tells me that I'm pretty, but
Tori.
he don't see me as an equal.
Oh?
And I was thinking of your mom's.
Hello? Oh man. Oh dear, yeah. Oh, at least close the curtains. You need that view though, the fireworks. My heart's breaking for Tori. She's all alone. Oh. No, my heart's breaking for Tori. Come on. I mean, there was that person that, you know, she looked at as if there's like this little bit of hope. I kind of hope that, because Tori doesn't deserve to be alone. And that's it though, like when you see everyone being happy and dandy, etc., you know, it's the new year. And then there's Tori, it breaks your heart, because she is so amazing. Especially with how supportive she's been, especially with Charlie's struggles this season. I mean, she was amazing before that, but it just breaks your heart. So, it just breaks your heart. Oh man, I mean, at least that was a more better episode in terms of the emotions. So, yeah. I mean, obviously, there was still certain struggles with Charlie encountering, you know, certain comments and all of that from the, I guess, the elders and all of that, because it was, I don't think it was just his grandparents. I don't know if that was his like uncle or something like that, who was like, oh, you hear all kinds of horror stories and all of that. So, but it still plays on the detriment and stuff you don't say to someone who, of course, has been, you know, dealing with anorexia and OCD and has been struggling. So, so yeah. I find it funny though. Like, this episode has seen the return of like two people who we just loathe, Harry and David. Of course, there was that situation where David was just like, oh, you know, Dad's gonna show up, etc. No, he didn't. He doesn't care, bud. He don't care. But yeah, I'd like to imagine Olivia Colman was somewhere in the background or something like that. I know she, like I said, she's not appearing this season, but yeah, it's just headcanon, isn't it? So yeah. But yeah, this was really, really good stuff. I mean, I still got, like, there were bouts of emotion during this episode, don't get me wrong. But it was, you know, it had quite a few feel-good moments, I would say, this episode. Even whilst, like, even though there is going to be, like, moments where you just... like you just want to shrivel up, and it creates that kind of like I guess anxiousness for Charlie, because he's being pressed with these questions that people should not really be asking. You know, there are just moments, especially when it comes to Charlie and Nick, of course, that, you know, just have some very, very great feel-good moments, I guess you could say. It's even, like, moving away from that, you have Tao and Elle as well discussing about their relationship. And not just that, though, but moving on to that stage in their relationship. But I really, really loved that talk where Elle was opening up to Tao about her dysphoria and how understandable Tao was being. Obviously, this is still going to be a bit of a struggle for her. And I just really, really loved the way that she opened up. It was just a really, really moving performance. And it was just, really beautifully done. So, and again, it's going to be like with Heartstopper, they obviously do deal with subjects that are going to be true to life in regards to how certain characters are going to deal with certain scenarios and all of that, and this is another case of that, really. So. And I just love the understanding tone. There's no awkwardness in regards to Tao feeling or reacting the wrong way or anything like that. He is understanding. He knows that this is, this is something that is going to be a part. This is something that's going to be a little bit of a reminder and all of that for Elle. And it's something that she is wanting. That's it though. She wants to tackle it, but honestly, it's understandable why she would be feeling a bit. I guess you would be having cold feet about moving into this moment, really, in terms of being a bit more intimate, because I mean. At the end of the day, she is still trans, and obviously it's there are going to be certain thoughts on your mind, of course, moving into this big moment, I guess, in terms of your relationship. But thankfully, she's got someone who is understandable, and if there's any moment where she does react in shock and all of that. Thankfully, she's got Tao, who's going to be very understandable. So it was just very, very great stuff. I really loved it. They tread that moment with such grace and such warmth, whilst also dealing with a situation that Elle. It's not an easy thing to open up about, and it was done with such warmth and such. Admiration, I would say, especially when you've got Tao, who's just so understanding. Like I said, he's I guess you could say reacting in the right way, really, and he would do if things got a bit, because we saw them, after an encouragement from her friend, we saw them, get intimate, I guess you could say, like when the new year hit. It was just really done well, and I just loved it. So, and I just really loved how this episode did touch upon certain other characters, as well as obviously the forefront is going to be Charlie and that whole situation with dealing with Christmas and the relatives, especially since he's not long come back from the clinic, because I think it's been a week, hasn't it? So, but again, I just really loved touching on all of the other characters as well, because especially with the last episode, obviously there was a big focus on Nick and Charlie, but there was, of course, that small focus on the rest of the characters sending their love, etc. So, but you've also got to remember that there are all of these other characters that are going on their own journeys. But like I said, with Elle and her talking about her dysphoria and how that could, that would be that would be something that is going to be very, very difficult to deal with. It was just really, really well done. Yasmin doing a really fantastic job as she does. But it was just, I just really loved, like I said, the way it was handled. It's obviously not an easy thing to talk about, but thankfully you've got Tao, who's just very supportive, very loving. And it really does not, it's not only a very, very important subject to tackle and address to the audience, especially if they've got a friend who is trans and all of that, or just general I guess commentary about how how people like Elle, how trans people might deal with this situation, and how it's not an easy thing to tackle, but it's also very, very great for the viewers to see that kind of honesty and trust that both Elle and Tao have in each other. And of course it's backed up as well by an incredible performance. So that really, really did stood out to me, because it was a really, really well done scene addressing a serious situation that can be very, very difficult to divulge. Really, really amazing. And I just really love well, not yet. I was gonna say Yasmin and Tao's relationship. No, it's Elle and Tao's relationship. But Yasmin did a really, really fantastic job. So yeah, especially like I said, just speaking about a real experience to the viewers. It just was conveyed really, really beautifully, both writing and performance. So yeah, but yeah, like I said, the other characters as well, like even Tori as well. Like there is that little bit of there is that little bit of hope really for Tori in regards to that person. That I don't know if they're going to pick up further on that, but there is that little bit of hope. Of course, that comes after the sad loneliness state that Tori is in, and it hurts. I've been there before, and it hurts, especially with how supportive Tori has been, especially this season. So yeah, but I really, really loved focusing on Darcy's continued journey in terms of tackling her situation as someone who is non-binary, and it's just really, really great. There was some really, really great advice thrown in there that it's not something that it's just in general really. It's not just Darcy's journey, but it's also like Imogen and Sahat. They've got they've got development there, but for Darcy, of course, it's gonna still. It's not something you really rush. Really, it's just when it for me, for example, I knew from a very young age. I say that because I'm 30, I'm 30 in a few days in terms of recording, so yay. No, but in all seriousness, when I was a lot younger, I knew that I liked guys as well as women, but I'm not bisexual. As when I was a lot younger, I thought I was bisexual. Now it's not the case, it took me quite a good chunk of years to realize that I might be more I realized that I was pansexual rather than bisexual. So that's an example of that in regards to, well, it's no rush in regards to finding out about who you are and all of that. So that is all well and good in regards to giving that assurance, because of the fact that some things can take years to realize in regards to your gender, in regards to your sexuality, and And that's okay. That is really understandable. And, you know, with life, it's all one big journey in itself. But, of course, these are very, like, discovering about who you are sexuality-wise and who you are, you know, in terms of gender. It is not something, it is a very, very sensitive situation. Because there might be that, like, mindset where you worry, but it's okay. It could take you 5, 10 years, etc. Like I said, there was a big gap where I actually realized that I was from being bisexual to pansexual. So I know I've had a few comments on my videos where, like, they've realized that they've seen, you know, that flag? Yeah, that flag that you can see. Hang on. There you go. There you go. But they realized that it changed from the bisexual flag to the pansexual flag. And, you know, even way, like, it was before reacting that I knew that, you know, like I said, I liked guys and all of that, and that I might be bisexual. So I was bisexual for a long time, but it's only been as of recent, aka these last couple of years and all of that, that I realized that I was pansexual. So so that's what I'm talking about in terms of it can take years to figure things out and all of that, and that is okay at the end of the day. So I really you know, that just little bit of that just inclusion in terms of, you know, you can take your time and all of that is all really great. So yeah. Imogen and Sahar, though, I really like that. I do really like the fact that they did talk about the fact about what happened at Halloween, and Imogen owning up to it. And yeah, I mean, she, you know, deep down, she really does like Sahar, and Sahar came out with that revelation as well. So in regards to who, like, how she realized she also liked girls as well. So it was just really nice to see. So yeah, but no, just in general, this was really great. Like I said, focusing on the other characters was just really nice in terms of their own journeys, especially you know, since this episode, like I said, was a lot more well, it didn't have me crying as much, I'll just say that. I mean, like I said, it wasn't without its moments where your heart broke for certain characters. Like when Tori begged Charlie to stay, yeah, that really tore my heart. And obviously Charlie didn't mean what he said when he mentioned about the fact that Nick is the only one that can help, because you know, he at the moment and all of that, and everything's just overwhelming Charlie, understandably, because he's getting all of these comments, and it doesn't help that the mother in particular, yeah, she did react the wrong way, but obviously she's wanting to be kind of cautious in terms of what to say as well, of course. So yeah. But of course things can get a bit agitated, and it can become so overwhelming, can't it, for both, I guess, Charlie and the mother, really. So I mean, you even saw, like, both the dad and the mum just come for Charlie when he did return from Nex, of course, on Christmas. But yeah, I mean, you could tell as well before all of the other members of the family came over that, especially contending with the situation, the mom was not really looking forward to seeing how things would go down, because there are going to be some, like, it is a situation where there are some family members that do not have filters. I know this is not as poignant as, you know, subjects addressing, like being trans or you know, anything in regards to gender representation and sexuality as well. But they don't. It's not all fabricated like certain members having no filters in regards to certain subjects and all of that. There are going to be some members of the family that will approach certain subjects that you might not want to hear. So, or just stuff that just is just like. Oh, why haven't you got a partner yet, etc. Like that cliche example. But of course, I'm guessing the mother tried to say, don't say anything about his body or anything like that, but it just went over their heads because that's it though. She wants Charlie to feel comfortable, etc. But of course, there are going to be some people with no filter whatsoever. It was in the living room where that person was talking about, oh, you hear all kinds of horror stories. You don't say that whatsoever. And there should be some awareness. There should be some self-awareness about, someone's just gone to a clinic. You don't really want to bring up anything detrimental and all of that. But, yeah. You can understand why Charlie had to go to Nick's, really. So yeah, but I did even love the talk with the dad as well, in terms of before they had Christmas dinner, like the comforting approach that he had was just really, really great. So yeah, but yeah, you did feel so worried, like that certain people were going to bring up comments about his weight and his body, echoing things that really should not be said when someone's dealing with anorexia. But yeah. So yeah, I also gotta say I just love the Doctor Who little bit there. Oh man, come on! I feel like there are gonna be people who know me that will know that he's gonna love this because he loves his Doctor Who, that I do. I just want to know what unless, this is an alternative timeline, etc., where Russell did not come back, etc. But I just want to know what their reactions would be in regards to seeing Rose, played by Yasmin, of course. Because, yeah, she was in Doctor Who, and she played Donna's daughter. And it was just really amazing. So, yeah, it was just really amazing to see her, because obviously you watched her on Heartstopper, and when she was announced when Yasmin was announced to be in the Doctor Who 60th anniversary specials, you're like, great, because she's incredible in Heartstopper. So I'm gonna love her in Doctor Who, I bet. So yeah, but. Yeah, I just love that little shot there. It's so funny though. Actually, was it episode 2 when I said, Nick has the how lucky do you have to be to have your mother be Olivia Colman? That's another example as well. Season 5, episode 1. Olivia Colman, criminally underutilized. Even Stephen Moffat regrets criminally utilizing Olivia in that episode, but Olivia Colman showed up in episode 1 of series 5. What are you gonna think about that? Hey, that kind of looks like you, Mom. That Prisoner Zero image, yeah, that kind of looks like you. So yeah, I just want to know what. Yeah, no, but in all seriousness, I think I did make a comment in regards to how lucky do you have to be in regards to your aunt being Captain Carter, Peggy Carter, your aunt being Hayley Atwell, your mom being Olivia Colman, and I think I made the joke about. Just watch next your uncle will be David Tennant or something like that, because David Tennant is an icon. Everyone I guess, like, yeah, everyone loves him and all of that. I was going to make another comment about, you know, politicians and all of that because, the Conservatives have it out for David Tennant because their feelings were hurt. David Tennant is lovable. Like, and that's why... Especially when you see, obviously, Nick's mom and how wholesome she was, of course, in the 2 previous seasons, and how warming his aunt is. You have no doubt that just be yourself, David. Just be your loving self and all of that. If David were to be like his uncle or whatever, so yeah, and that's why I brought it up in that episode. So, yeah. And then you've got Keanu Reeves. I'm kidding. I could go on. No, but in all seriousness, it was a really, really great episode. I feel like I've talked forever, but I also wanted to talk about the other characters as well as Charlie and Nick, because like I said, there was some very, very beautifully addressed moments, especially with Elle and her dysphoria and how it's not a situation, it's not a subject that is going to be easy to talk about. But I felt like it was very important for especially the trans community because, like I said, it's going to be something that is going to be a real subject, and it's important to have some beautifully told representation, especially when Elle's with someone who is very loving, very caring. There was no moments that from Tao's perspective that ruined like there was no reaction that ruined the flow or anything like that. It was a real sensitive subject that was approached with grace, and I wanted to talk about that as well as, like I said, the other characters, and but I mentioned that specifically because, like I said, I feel like that was really, really well done, in my opinion. So, beautifully performed. So, but this was great. So I'll see you guys next time. Hope you guys enjoyed this reaction. You can check my videos on the right. If you want to check out more of my content, you can also subscribe to my media feeds and channel if you want to. Hope you guys enjoyed this reaction. Hope you guys take care, and I'll see you guys next time.